Hey guys and girls, this is Gordon Overkill with the second episode of my after-action report of my first Dominions 4 multiplayer game. So, to remind you, in the last episode we took a look at the first 5 turns of the early expansion that I did in this game, and we already saw that I made a couple of mistakes. The most critical mistake that I was told by some nice guys on the Dominions 4 mods forum is that I put too many different squads active for each single commander. So, wait. I remember I lost a turn file for one single turn, so I cannot show it to you. Maybe that was turn 6, the one coming next. Yes, that's it. Okay, so we have to skip turn 6 and continue the series with turn 7. So let's see what happened in turn 7, and maybe from that we can guess what we have done. So we have got alteration research completed. So we've still been researching that magic school that we did from the very start. And then we found a magic site in Giant's Rest, one of the provinces we tried to conquer. And there has been a battle in Umidor, and let us take a look at this battle. At first, the outcome: the province owned by Independence has been captured by your forces. That's good. So the battle was won. Just 2 Zauramazian Amazons were lost, and we killed these elephants. Remember, that was the province in the west of our capital with the elephants, just on the other side of the river. So let's see how the battle worked. Here are our troops: Hydras in the south, archers in the center. Up here are some infantries, some archers there, and 2 sacreds up there. You see that the elephants are probably already retreating. Are they? Yes, oh, that was lucky. But one big disadvantage of these elephants is that they have got horrible morale. Moral 9 at the moment. Yeah. So they're out rather quickly, usually. That's, in my eyes, the best thing that you can do against them. Do as much little damage as possible and hope that they will get into panic and start routing. So what happens now? Their militias face our infantries, and the hydras join the action, which might become dangerous for our guys as well, because all of these hydras and hydra hatchlings have a poisonous aura surrounding them. Ouch! Shooting into the back of the hydra. But I think that was victory. Let's see what the rest does. This guy is already surrounded and the battle is won. So that was a rather easy victory. We also have got a random event, but that's not so important. So take a look at this province that we've conquered. Here it is. The turn before we've apparently conquered this, or did we see that? I think we saw that. Yeah. And actually in this province, what I really wanted from it is these Garnet Sorceresses, which cost, of course, some. They cannot yet be built because we need a lab first in order to be able to build them. But then they will be those blood hunters we've been looking for. They've got a 10% chance for blood 2, and all the others have blood 1, and blood 1 fire 1 is very good all in all. So from here on, I sent the army down into province 130, E main, which is going to be this throne that I told you of. Let's see if that worked. We just see that the throne is protected by lizard warriors and heavy infantries. We will then see later if that's all to be found in there, and you can guess from what from my talking that maybe it's not. Apart from that, we have sent our site searcher. Here he is. Artem Parza. Well, he was not the site searcher. He was originally the site searcher. He found a very nice site that gives Astral 1 and Death 1 up here. he goes back to the hometown, and meanwhile I send another one with the same magic schools up here, so I don't lose a turn for side searching. However, we also continue recruiting a warrior priestess, which is maybe because I want to pray or build a temple somewhere, as well as some Hydra hatchlings, some infantries, and Androfag archers. So it's still quite confused. Apparently I still don't have a real strategy what to do, and try different things out and see what works and what doesn't. At that moment I've got a good feeling about the Hydras, because they just won this battle. For the research, we keep researching alteration in order to reach alteration level 3 as soon as possible. And I guess that's all in this turn. So let's directly continue with the next one. Turn 8. What happened in turn 8? There will be this interesting battle against Throne Province. We've got 2 messages from Kailasa. I will not show you the diplomacy messages. I think it was... oh, well, I take a look at it myself. Yeah, I tried to trade a Dwarven Hammer with them. And he's supposed to agree to mutual borders, which I did not do, and which turned out to be quite stupid in hindsight, but well. However, let us take a look at that battle now. Just to tell you, by the way, there has been a lot of diplomacy going on through the whole game. Most of it was done via forum or via email, so you cannot see it inside the game here. And you heard these sounds of magic going on there, and that's what I did not know before. This province was especially defended by a couple of strong sorceresses and sorcerers. Here a Circle Master, Blood 2, Death 2, with a whole lot of death camps, and this magic item that gives him a Skeleton Guardian. Then who's that? This is the Shaman, that's not what I was looking for. Here a Conjurer, Death 1, Blood 1, also with a couple of death gems, and they started summoning undead. Here we've got another sorcerer, very tough Blood Mage, Blood 3. And I guess there is one more somewhere. And a Conjurer. So there is heavy magic support, and that might become a problem. In addition to these lizardmen who are quite tough themselves and who are poison resistant, so our Hydras will also not do as good against them. Let's do it a little quicker. Oh, you hear these popping sounds. That's undead being summoned. Skeletons. Hydras start to attack these lizards. Oh, heavy beating, and the Hydra dies within one single turn. That was not intended. That, of course, drastically lowers the chances of this army. Well, at least the enemies also retreat. So now, at the moment, we have no enemies near. Let's do it a little quicker even. But the enemy is just spamming skeletons all around the place. What's happening? We still got these archers here. Have we got some attackers? No, but the enemy undead are getting closer. We've got a prophet with us, of course, and he tries to banish them. We'll see how that works. That's a long battle. However, slowly but surely, the archers get into infight, which means maybe they're running out of arrows. And that's of course not the best thing they can do. The enemy starts summoning lesser undead now. That could mean that maybe they are also getting fatigued. Look at this guy, for example. Fatigue 122, so maybe he's unconscious at the moment. However, that does not look very good for our armies, because these archers are just not the toughest guys in melee. Now they start to attack these. Oh, they start to attack the lizards, which doesn't really work. Getting quite some damage, and our troops retreat. So that was a devastating loss. The province was not conquered, and we lost half our Zaramatian archers, all the Underfuck archers, both our sacreds that we had, and all the hydras almost. So we lost almost the complete army. That was really devastating. So what I do next, I send the commanders back to our home province, and I start recruiting a new army, which consists so far of a lot of Underfuck archers and these Hydra hatchlings, as many as I can get, which is, well, these Hydra hatchlings have rather little protection, and if the Underfuck archers shoot their backs, that's also not so good maybe. Well, that's what happened in this turn. Devastating loss, one of the points that really threw my expansion back, next to the fact that I just did not have a strategy. And by the way, I don't know if I already showed this to you. Here is Kailasa, our first neighbor that we found, and later on you will see that we will get into some trouble with them. However, let's take a look at one more turn. Turn 9. That's the last one that we might take a look right now. Okay, there's not much happening. We found 2 magic sites up here, giving us 2 more death gems and 2 more death gems, so we've got a fantastic death gem income by now. You see it here, we've got 9 death gems per turn, which is excellent. Apart from that, I just recruit additional armies. Or did I? Did I forget to recruit armies this turn? Or maybe I just forgot to save the 2H file. I'm quite sure that I did something and that it's well, crap. However, we will see next turn what happened. So we can also take a look at turn 10. Here it is. Yeah, and apparently something happened. Search for magic. Did I really forget to do anything on that turn? Maybe I was... Oh, I did something. Apparently I didn't save the 2H turns. That kind of sucks. However, what you can see is that I brought an army over here, which we couldn't see. This army consists of still 2 Oyapatas, but then I started recruiting these Androfax. And these Androfax turned out for me to be more useful than the others. They've got little 11 hit points versus 13, so they can take a little more damage. They also have got a little less protection, but therefore the advantage is if you recruit them, they cost, where is it? They cost 70 gold and 14 resources, while they cost 50 gold and 16 resources. And since I had this very slow building dominion, I rather build the guys who with the less resources in order to get more out of them in the end. Also, I started now to recruit spirit guides for research, because I found out that the upkeep cost for this Inari is very, very high, so I could not stay with Inaris for research every turn. Maybe that's even not the best thing to do, but it's definitely better than the Inari. However, I'm quite sure that I took this army and sent it into this province in this turn. That's gonna be kind of a surprise again, but we will see that in the next episode. So far, let me say thanks for watching, for your support. Thanks for all the nice hints I got on the Dom 3 mod sport, and hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye everybody.